Let's see. Got a lot going on with relationships, but a bit with work and career focus as well. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty balanced month, just as my first overall impression. But you have the Judgment card here in the reverse. So paired with Legas reversed and Need reversed. So there's someone in your life who is repeating the same mistake again and again, Taurus. And they're being judged harshly for this. Or maybe they're judging others harshly, and that's part of this lesson they keep repeating. Maybe misjudging people, leading people astray. Because, and for a lot of you, this could be a feminine energy. Doesn't have to be though, but Legas is normally associated with females. But this is somebody who can't seem to get in touch with their intuition either. So this is somebody who could have stirred up trouble in your life, Taurus. And, it could be anyone, your spouse, your mother, your sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. This is somebody who has, they're being stubborn about a wrong viewpoint, basically. So there may be some criticism, and this could be criticism that's been leveled at you, Taurus. It could be that you are the one who's criticizing someone, and their perception is that you're too judgmental, you're too harsh, you don't give people a shot. And Taurus, this may or may not be true. I don't know. It'll be up to you to kind of, decide how these energies are playing out. Because again, some of, this may be true in some cases. In others, not. In others, it may be an unfair accusation. So either way, that's the energy, is someone not learning the lesson. They've misjudged people before. Now, this can also be somebody who has become involved with someone who is a negative influence on their life, whether it's you or someone close to you, and they've done this before. It's like they keep, getting involved with the wrong people, the wrong crowd. They keep getting in relationships with the wrong people. It's like they have no intuition, or they have no foresight into. They don't see the negative in people, and maybe you do, Taurus. Or maybe you feel like, why do I keep drawing these horrible people to me? Maybe you feel like your judgment is off. I keep getting involved with these people who, at first I think they're wonderful, but then they turn out to be a freaking nightmare. And you're like, why does this keep happening to me? So that's just kind of the energy that may float in and out, or it may be something you're focused on at the beginning of the month. This could have something to do for some of you with a legal case or legalities, and you feeling that a judgment is not fair. You or someone else feeling that a judgment is not fair, or, that someone has manipulated the situation. They've lied to get their way. They're trying to cheat you out of something. So those of you who are involved in justice and legalities may feel like something is not going to go your way, or you may be feeling like definitely seeing someone else trying to lie their way out of something or turn the situation against you in a way that's not fair. However, if that's the case and you are in the right, Taurus, this person's not going to get very far with that. Okay, I feel like they're going to get blocked, because that's actually what's coming up in the help position here, is that anyone trying to distort facts or turn the situation in their favor when with untruths or dishonesty, they're not going to be successful. The help that's going to be available to you is that the Emperor is coming up here, but in the reverse. So the Emperor in reverse is somebody who can be a bit of a tyrant. So if this is your boss or somebody that you're working for, or someone in your family, he can sometimes be a father or father figure, or someone who is older than you. Someone who maybe, very, very just... he does not adapt. He is not a fluid person. He is very strict in his viewpoints, and a lot of them are, wrong and have detrimental effects on other people. Like, it's his way or the highway, and it doesn't matter if you prove to him that he's wrong. That'll just make it even worse. The help coming up in this situation is that maybe this guy is the judge in this situation, and he's going to be the one that kind of lays it out. It would be good to have him on your side, actually, in this situation where someone's trying to be dishonest and he kind of catches them, because, boy, look out. So that maybe it's the way it's working out for some of you. Others of you, it's a situation that, this person is going to be, they're going to be unable to influence. He or she, in these general readings, it doesn't have to be a male. The Emperor is normally associated with a male and with the sign of Aries. Just kind of throw that out there for those of you that it applies to. But you're going to be protected from his influence. He's going to be unable to harm you or to get to you. And that's the help position. Or there's going to be enough of a limbo or enough of a delay around this person's actions or what he's trying to do that it no longer matters. So yeah, this person is coming up as a help to you. So that's good. That's good. If you have someone in your life who has been very inflexible, very bossy, and not a good leader, their influence is going to be more distant in your life, or they're not going to be able to, their tentacles aren't going to be able to get to you in October. I actually see a lot of, there's some sort of event that's going to be a lot of fun coming up around, and it could have to do with getting together with family or coming together with your nearest and dearest to celebrate a birth or some new, even a wedding, but a new beginning. Someone, and this is going to be a very specific message, someone, maybe a family comes together to just do sort of an intervention for someone who has an addiction issue, because I've got the King of Cups in reverse. So this could be someone who, sometimes he will come up as someone who has a drinking problem or an addiction issue. And with and if you are staging kind of like an intervention, it seems like it's going to be a positive result for that in October. But the King of Cups is normally associated with water, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. In the reverse, though, he is somebody who can be a bit extreme in his emotional responses. He can kind of resort to drugs or alcohol as a form of escape when he can't deal with realities. So this could be someone in your life, Taurus, but there's a positive result around this, or there's a sense of victory or a new beginning with this person or for this person. So whatever steps you're taking, if you're part of this sort of intervention or trying to help this person, I think you'll be happy with the way this turns out. Some of you, this may be somebody that you were associated with in your past, and maybe there was a falling out, or maybe it was because this person had a very emotional response to something, or an inappropriate response to something. There could be a reuniting, and this could just be a family member. It does not have to be a romantic situation. So I do feel like you'll be feeling a lot more positive about a situation regarding someone close to you by the end of October. And it does seem to be more than one person. So you're part of the group, but it does seem to be more than one person kind of taking steps to resolve an issue, to resolve problems. If this is your mate, it does not have to be a male. Again, remember, this could be a female as well. You could talk about overcoming problems and moving forward. And maybe you suggest, why don't we go to counseling, or why don't we seek some help about this? I am going to actually pause the video because the battery light is flashing at me. So I'm going to go ahead and pause that, and then we will get back to your reading. And we're back in business. Moving to the position of what can't be changed for the month of October. There is some shift and change when it comes to collaboration for work. So you may be finding out that there's an opportunity in another department. So for some of you, this may be a promotion or a chance to work with a different team, work with a different group, because the Three of Pentacles does talk about collaborating on a project with others. You may get news that you have been accepted for another job. This can also have very creative connotations. So it may be you and two other people for the three. It may involve travel. So yeah, those of you who are involved in creative projects, you may be going to research with a couple of other people. If you're writing a book, or this may be a movie shoot, or you may be going to find out that you're going to be going to a location to perform in a play. But for those of you who are in like office jobs, things like that, you could have the opportunity to take a new job or transfer. Maybe you want to move to a different location, move to a different office. So that's something that I feel like it's going to be a positive thing as well, Taurus, or it seems like this is something that you wanted. Maybe you were waiting on it. Maybe you kind of applied for this or tried to do this in September, and it's coming true in October. So I think there will be favorable news about any shifts or changes you want to make on the job front here, Taurus, with the Three of Pentacles and also with Awaz here. So yeah, some of you may be moving. If you do move in October, you're going to be getting, you're going to be happy with the price that you got something for. I think that many of you will be leaving behind a job for one that pays better, because there may have been a financial loss. Maybe you heard there were going to be cutbacks where you were working, or there were going to be, or maybe you hear this in October. It is coming up in your reading of some sort of financial disappointment or a loss, and I think that's why you take action here to change that. Taurus. So you may, and it may be that you, we also have Esau here too, which also means like a divorce of a situation or a separation. So I feel like a lot of you will be kind of galloping right out, and you've got the Knight of Pentacles too, and the Knight of Pentacles is on a horse. So he's out of there. So I do see something about your work situation is changing, but it's to put yourself in a better financial position, Taurus. So, I mean, if you do happen to lose a job in October, and I apologize, it's not going to happen to all of you. Don't freak out. But for those of you, if that is what happens, or you're hearing rumors that that's going to be taking place, I do feel like there are going to be plenty of opportunities for you. It may even just be happening. Maybe you've stayed somewhere too long. Maybe this is just to motivate that change and motivate you to take that step and, seek out something else, because it's going to be better for you in the long run. Now, some of you, it may be that you are tired of the location that you're working. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you want to live somewhere else. October is a great month to look for job opportunities, especially like at distant locations. Now, some of you may just be planning in October to it may be just kind of the final straw. Maybe you find out you're not going to be getting a raise, or you're not getting a bonus for the holidays, or something like that. There's something that you normally get financially that you're going to get news that it may be being withheld. Or delayed. For some of you, it could just be delayed. But naturally, nobody's going to be really thrilled about this. But I mean, for you, it just maybe this is just like one more thing, like that next thing, on top of a bunch of other things that have been going on with a project or a situation or a job, and you're like, I'm out of here. I'm not going to put up with this anymore. There are some runes on the table that indicate moving property, like moving house, property issues, something like that. There may be, you may find out that something needs to be fixed having to do with property or a home, and it's going to cost a lot to fix it. So you may have to put it off. You may have to delay this. You may not be able to do it in October. That's okay. I do feel like you can build up the money to do this. And I don't feel like for a lot of you, it's something that is it comes with a lot of urgency. It can be put off until you have the money, but it is something that kind of has to be put on the to-do list if you're a property owner, or if you're going to buy a home. It seems like this is not something, maybe when you get the estimate of what it will cost to fix this or replace whatever this is, you're kind of like, a little bit taken aback. Maybe it has you reconsidering whether or not to purchase the property, but it does seem for most of you, you would be able to put this off, delay fixing this, or put off fixing this for the time being until you have the funds, because you'll be able to quickly kind of get back on your feet. Let's see if I'm getting anything else here. Those of you who do want to change jobs, I almost feel like some of you may just leave and either not give notice, which would actually be a very kind of un-Taurus-like thing to do, but maybe you're just fed up. Maybe you are just fed up with this tyrant of a boss, or you're just fed up with this, overly emotional person that you're having to deal with, and you're just out of there. Now, this does not have to be a financial situation. It could be any situation, but there's a departure going on, and it seems to be financially based or due with the fact that you feel like you're losing more than you're gaining from the situation, and you're ready to be free and move on to something that is more, and you want to collaborate with different people. You don't like who you're being forced to collaborate with. You want a new group of people. You're tired of the craziness and the unreliability and just the changeability of a situation. I feel like it's very, you're very restricted in whatever this situation is, and you're ready to get out of there. So October's a month where you will do it, or you will be thinking about doing it for sure. And the Knight of Pentacles is an excellent card to have at the end, because it indicates you're moving forward regarding a situation. You are earning money, and you are going to have money to throw at whatever this problem is, or any issues that come up around that. You're actually improving your financial situation. It just may be the changeability of the situation, or the fact that you're making a big change, Taurus, that has you feeling a little bit sketchy. It's going to be all right, though, with that Knight there, though, and also with the Three of Pentacles. And it was down here. It's saying that any changes you make on the job front, on the financial front, on the creative project front, are good changes, but you may not fully see the manifestation of that until November, because I feel like October is the starting point for most of you.